Welcome everybody to another video of the Barbarian Trader. Bitcoin crashed to 29,000, Luna dumped 99%, and Cardano continued to fall. We'll talk about all this in today's episode. Stay tuned. Welcome back. So let's start with Bitcoin. Bitcoin, after multiple rejection in this red resistance channel, dumped on 29,000. And today we have another day with almost 1 billion in liquidation. Yesterday was the same. So, all right. Why we stop here at 29,000? If we look in the past, we have the March 2020 low, and then we have the October 2020 low. So if we pull a diagonal support, you will see that all right, so we had the bottom here, we had the bottom here. So now we stop exactly at this big diagonal support. Okay, we have here like 2-year diagonal support. So what happened? What triggered this big dump? If you watch my videos, we were talking in October that we were trading at the top, okay, inside of a big rising wedge. And back then I said, okay, no matter, we had very low volume on monthly, and no matter how good it looks, it will dump from here. All right. So what we did, we dump, we test the bottom of this big rising wedge, as you can see. Okay. Top, bottom, 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 bottom. So we test the bottom of this big rising wedge as support. We break it, confirm as a resistance, and we start the dump, okay? The first support area was on this diagonal support, okay, made from this top and this top. So it found support, had a bounce, came again, tested support, failed to hold the support, made another dip, and then practically trade for a period of time in this red diagonal, red channel of resistance, who came also like from 2020, okay, from October. So if you follow these trend lines, you will see that we create a very nice resistance channel. So practically all the time we hit this channel. Okay, it was a good area to short. So you short here, okay, take profit first, take profit in this area on this diagonal support, second take profit, short again, take profit again, short again, and then take profit again on the same diagonal support. All right, so for the moment there are some good news for Bitcoin. Even right now it looks pretty nasty, okay? So let's have a look. The first good news is, okay, let me open another chart. Let's see. All right. Okay, let's do like this. So the first good news, if we switch to daily, all right, we have a bullish divergence. All right, if you look at RSI, so we have the price making lower lows and the RSI making higher highs. So practically for the moment we have a bullish divergence as long as Bitcoin is holding this 28,600, 29,000 area. As you can see, in 28,700 we have also 0.618 Fibonacci, the golden pocket. So previously we had a good bounce once we hit this level. All right, so practically it is possible, yeah, now that we have tested this this 2-year. Okay, let me maximize this. All right, so it is possible to see a good bounce from this area. Okay, we might have some dips lower, but it's very possible this area to give us a good bounce. All right, because practically is the second time when we test this area. Okay, let me switch the chart to this one. All right, so okay, we had practically the first time, and with this one we created the diagonal support, and practically after a long period of selling, Bitcoin found support here. All right, so for the moment we might have a bounce. All right, so one good news is that we have on daily we have this bullish divergence. Another good news, if we look at the dollar, okay, we have a bearish divergence on daily. So as you can see, keep getting rejected in this area. Now, as long as the dollar stay below 104.3, okay, this bearish divergence might work. So we have the tops here, okay, higher highs, higher lows, all right, lower highs, sorry. So if the dollar will start to correct from this point, we'll see some good bounce in crypto and traditional markets. Actually, I want to show you something else. Check out the dollar here. So practically right now the dollar is inside of a parabolic move, okay, have created a parabolic move. So as I can see it, we have two options from this point. Either this area, okay, will give a rejection and it will start to correct. Okay, as you can see, already made lower lows on daily, so they dump the previous yesterday low. All right, and as I can see it, we have two options. So either we start the correction from here. Let me clean this chart a little. Either we start the correction from here and probably daily will head to 21 moving average and probably lower, or and this scenario will not be very good for crypto and traditional markets. The dollar has still has some legs up to $107. So in this case, it will be very nasty for crypto, traditional markets, for everything. All right. In case that we have a stronger correction, probably we'll see the first dump in this area, 21 moving average, which it's matching with, let me show you. Okay, so if we take the previous highs, okay, practically it might come to retest this as support. Okay, once it loses this as support, we can have a look to 34 moving average, right, and possible to the bottom of the Bollinger Bands, because usually when you have Bollinger Bands extended so much for such a long period of time, you will see a possible fast correction, and the target could be this bottom of the Bollinger Band. So because as you can see, it was not tested from January, so there is some time it was not tested. Okay, in this case we'll see some very good bounce in crypto and traditional market, as I said. Now the bad news is that the dollar can continue up, and if we look to S&P 500, okay, all right, this is also the daily chart. So on daily chart still have some room. Let me change to 4 days, and you will see, sorry, let's see, 3 days. Yes. So on 3 days, it is possible S&P 500 to continue the dump down to 200 moving average. All right. And if this will happen, we'll put more selling pressure on crypto, and we might see lower levels like 27,000 or something like that. All right. In case that we have a bounce here, okay. Okay, because the thing is like this. As you can see, previously, okay, they just pump with no correction. So practically in this area, okay, there is not so much support until, let's see, 3,400 until this area, okay, which is matching as well with 0.618 Fibonacci, okay, the golden pocket. So if we take, let's see, if we take the bottom, all right, okay, so practically how I set up this Fibonacci. Imagine that as you can see, we have another parabolic move, like huge parabolic move, multi-year. So practically here, the base of the parabolic move start from 2009, okay, 2008, from the crash of 2008 after the bounce. And for almost 13 years, they just pump, okay. We had here the correction, the COVID dump. And from that moment on, S&P 500 just pumped, all right? So practically we didn't have any serious correction. So even if we take, okay, from March dump to current high, okay, let's change the color and let's just do it like this. As you can see, and let me reverse it, all right. So probably the first stop, it will be somewhere in this area, okay? 200 moving average on 3 days, and we have 0.618 Fibonacci. Okay, I'm not sure if this will hold for the moment. It will hold only if the dollar will start to dump and go in a correction mode. Okay, so let's go back to Bitcoin, all right? If you watch my last video, let's go to this chart. I was talking about this smaller rising wedge. Okay, let me show you. We had it here. So we had here a rising wedge, and we are talking, all right. In my previous video, I talked about it, that, hey guys, look, we have a huge rising wedge here. We're at the bottom of the rising wedge. We are testing as a resistance one time, all right. So one time, 2 times, 3 times, all right. So it was no discussion for moon action from this point, okay. And if this big rising wedge will play out, we might see targets as low as, let me see it, they break it here, so probably 17,000, which is matching with 0.786 Fibonacci, if we calculate from March 2020 to the all-time high, all right? So let me go back to this chart. So in my last video, I was talking about, hey, look, we have this rising wedge. Once you lose 39,200, you short, you take profit, first profit on this dotted green diagonal support, all right? And second profit in this blue diagonal support. And in my previous video, I insist on the fact that there is a very big possibility that we are coming back here and test this as support, because in the past, as you can see in the past, this diagonal support was disputed a lot. So check this out. Okay, so we are talking about this diagonal support, all right? So, okay, support, fail, resistance, support, support, pump, and now we come, fail to hold the support, and we are dumping. What is the next move possible to come test this as resistance? All right. Otherwise, as you can see here, okay, in our, by the way, guys, if you want to join our VIP trading group, you are welcome. You have the link in the description. And we have only 69 places with discount, so from 79 euro to 46 euro. And we have 2 times per month live streaming inside the group with live chat, analysis, daily analysis, daily charts, signals. For example, we just short here, it was a short, we short KNC from 5.4 down to 2.6, 2.3. And if I will show you very fast the KNC, you will see that KNC pump to, okay, to 5.4 area and had a very nasty dump, okay, which will make it, we had milked it pretty well in our group. So you are welcome to join our VIP trading group. Okay, you will have the link in the description. Let's go back to the chart. So in our group, we had a chart, and here we are making a joke that here is the final boss, because we have this 2-year big diagonal support. Okay, and then we have another. Let me show you. We have, which we lost as support. Okay. Actually, I can show it here. Okay, it's more simplified chart. So we had this purple, as you can see, they disputed before the dump. Okay, they dispute this purple diagonal support. Okay, which was in 31,000 area. So we had this support, and then we have this green and blue diagonal support, okay, which they are coming from. Right, if I will do like this, let's take another trend line, and this time we'll match those. Okay, so there you go. Okay, and also this one was pretty disputed area. Okay, so practically once has entered in this area, practically it's entering in a good support area, yeah, theoretically, because in the end it's all up to traditional markets. Okay, I saw some funny videos, Wall Street, whatever, sabotage crypto or whatever. Guys, understand this. When traditional markets are dumping, when US dollar is pumping, crypto is dumping. So it's so easy. Okay, so okay, let's see some targets right now. What can happen short term? We must keep an eye on this area, 28,300, 29,000, 29,200. Okay, once we lose this area, we might come and test, probably, let me take like a price, possible to come to this diagonal support. Okay, let me show you why. So as you can see, we had the previous all-time high, all right, in 65,000, and then we have this big dump, we have the bottom, and check this out. Okay, so the top was here, bottom was here, disputed, tested perfectly again. Okay, so it will make sense if we lose this area of support, 28,800, 29,000, probably we'll make a stop here at 26,800, 27,000 area. All right. So let me check also. Yeah. And I'm going back on this chart. Okay. Let me give you some price levels also here. So you see we have another fib circle who will act as support, and probably this one will be again a very good support. Okay, this fib circle. So for the moment, this area seems like it's holding because we had few bounces here. Okay, and so if we lose this one, we can look at 26,600. If we lose 26,600, we can look at if we lose this area, then it's nasty, because as I said, this area, okay, let me switch this area, either it's a great area to jump and buy some Bitcoin. I recommend you to buy on spot. Don't go high leverage. Don't be careful with leverage in this area, because market can remain irrational longer than you can remain solvent. So be careful with that. If we lose this, then we can test the this disputed area, because also here, as you can see, under this level we don't have so much support. Okay, so once we lose this area, it's possible just to drop like a rock. Okay, probably we can have a stop in this 22,500, 24,000 area, and then maybe it will come to test the previous all-time high from 2017 in 19,500, 20,000 area. All right, so now let's see if we'll bounce from here. Okay, which will be ideal. As you can see, I marked this channel red. Okay, here we had like a lot of resistance, and theoretically we should have a very good support in this area. Okay, so in the worst case scenario, we should not go lower than 27,000. Let's say 25, depends when it will make contact, if it will go there. Okay. All right, now resistance. So practically, let's have a look here. For the moment, now this blue diagonal support turn into resistance. So the first resistance will be at 30,500, 31,000 area, and probably it will be a pretty big resistance. Okay. Now, considering that this blue diagonal was disputed a lot in the past, we might expect a bounce back and test this as resistance. So if we'll have a strong bounce, okay, we must keep an eye on 32,600 area. Depend when it will make contact with. Okay, so practically this from green, from support, now it's resistance. So once it touch 32,600, 33,000, we are going in a stronger resistance. Okay, but before that, Bitcoin price must move below above 30,500, 31,000. Okay, so targets to look low, 26,000, 27,000 area. Okay, so practically we have this old diagonal support, the blue one. Okay, so If you want to buy some Bitcoin, okay, you can do some dollar cost average, all right, starting from here and set asks lower. It's up to you. It's not a financial advice. This is what I will do. I will start to buy Bitcoin starting from this area with asks lower, okay? And probably I will not keep it long term. I will sell it back if it's coming back to test this this resistance, okay? As you can see, again, it was very disputed in the past. So here, here, here. So it makes sense. If it will bounce from this area, probably this area will act as a strong resistance, okay? Of course, we might have some spikes up and down, and you know, probably it will not stop exactly here in 32,300. Probably it will go 33,000. Keep in mind, let me show you that we have, let's see if I have it here. Yes, here I have prepared, okay? This also keep in mind, okay? Here is the chart with the gaps, okay? With the CME features gaps. So we have a gap up to 35,900. So we dump and we close this gap. All right, this gap was closed. The next gap, a big gap, we have between 23,650 to 26,500, 26,600, something like that. So 23,700, pretty nasty. So if the price will move first here to close this gap, yes. So we have this gap above, this gap here, and then we have multiple gaps lower down to 9,000 something area. Okay, so keep in mind that we have the gap below and the gap above. All right. Okay. So let's move back to this chart. All right. So probably this will be a good area to buy, and it's up to you if you want to keep it long term. Okay. Let's say if this area will hold. Okay. All right. Probably, okay. If you want to sell it, 36,000. If you want to keep it long term, I will definitely sell it at 40,000. Okay. Even if you have a strong bounce and strong pump up, I will definitely sell it at 40,000. Okay, but for sure I will take some profit in this area, at least 50%, and then okay, I can leave 50% to run up to those levels. All right. Let's see. Okay, let's have a look at Luna, the famous Luna. Yes. So practically, what happened? Actually, what happened with Luna, and also we took a short here on this top. Of course, we didn't ride it down to here, okay, but probably we ride it like 20-30% down, okay, clean profit, and with 2x 3x leverage will be like 100x. Usually if you use leverage, as you can see also in this trade, usually I use 3x leverage. Okay, you see a lot of influencers, traders using 20x, 50x, but most of the time, 99% of the time, is just an invitation for disaster. Okay, so be careful using high leverage. All right, so on Luna, what we had the bearish divergence. Actually, we had a double bearish divergence here and end up in disaster. So another sad story of an altcoin who end up bad in a bad market. So I hope you guys, you are all right. You didn't jump in Luna hoping that $40, $50, $60, it was a good level to buy, as I saw a lot of influencers talking about. Because in the end, okay? No hard feelings, but crypto is just a tool to make money for us as well, but also for the exchanges and for, let's say, third parties, okay? So keep in mind this, okay? When you see something good like that going from 0.7 up to 120, okay? Think twice. All right. So yes, Luna sadly dumped. We bought in our group in 1, 2 area. We just bought and we sold at 7. So it was like 200-300% profit. Pretty nice. Cardano is taking a beating, okay? And probably a lot of traders expect one to hold pretty well and probably to paint here like a double top, like a double button, sorry, and to bounce from here. But as you can see, it's just another example of an altcoin, okay, with a lot of hype, a lot of influencers screaming $10 that they will close their accounts on Twitter, on whatever, if it's not going to $10. I saw guys saying that they will close their Twitter if Bitcoin is not going to 100,000. It didn't. Nobody closed their account. So, and they continue to produce interesting videos. Let's call it like that, and get people wrecked, sadly. Okay, remember, guys, once you let emotions get the best of you, it's not a good idea in trading. Okay, so until you don't see a confirmation, okay, you wait for the double bottom, you wait, let's say, okay, here we could do a double bottom, okay, W bottom. So you wait to break the previous high, wait to test this as support, okay, just make a small trend line on the previous break, okay, and once you break this previous local high, then you go long, all right, and then you measure, okay, and then you take profit in this area. Don't try to chase the market, don't try to guess the market, okay? Look here, a good example. Guessing the market, buy the dip, okay? Buy the dip is the worst advice in a bear market. And I was telling in my videos, I'm not posting every day, okay? But in my videos, I was telling, hey guys, we are in a bear market. I was very clear, watch my videos, and I said very clear, guys, once, I said like that in like last year, I think October, November, I said very clear, once we lose this triangle, green triangle of support, it's goodbye, all right? From that moment on, just focus on shorting all the pumps, okay? So we have a dump, okay, we had the pump, you short. We had another dump, we have a pump, go in this resistance area, you short again, short, okay? In a bull market, we long, in a bear market, we short, okay? If you leave your attachment for a coin, yeah, let's say Cardano or Luna, I don't even want to talk about it because probably some of you took a big hit from that, and I'm really sorry for you guys, but this is trading. But let's see Cardano, okay? It was so much hype around it. Everybody was screaming, is the next Ethereum, is the next whatever, okay? Where it is now, 0.5, okay? And here we have lousy support, okay? Probably not that bad, because if we look at the tops, okay, we can do something like, let's see this, yeah, probably here. Yeah, soon we'll find some support in 0.4, 0.45, 46. But anyway, here it was a disputed area. Okay, let me do a like. So until here, previously we have almost zero support, okay, except this diagonal support. All right, so we'll see. Jumping in a crypto, hoping that, okay, we'll have a strong bounce, it will recover. I can tell you something. This bleeding can continue for days, weeks, months, just being in this area and continue to make everybody crazy. Okay, keep in mind. Okay, if we look at Bitcoin, all right. Okay, sorry. You know, don't forget the history, because let's go to 2017. All right. Look, practically the bear market. Okay, you see the dump. They just continue for, let's see. Okay, for 1 year. All right. So don't think that Bitcoin cannot go lower than those levels, or cannot go lower than 20,000, or Bitcoin can go. Let me show you. And it's a little scary, right? And after that, I will give you a little hopium, another good news. But let me show you something. Okay, so guys, another thing. I saw many traders, which is not bad. You know, it's a good thing. They do a lot of horizontal support levels, but those are more disputed areas. They're not quite support zones. As you can see, diagonal, they act much better, okay, than horizontal. All right. So let me do like this. Let me show you this. So you see this black diagonal, okay? Okay, it's very possible in time, okay, whatever action we'll see, to bleed down on this diagonal, either here, either. I mean, we're talking about this bear market, okay? Because let's say we'll have some bounces, can go at whatever higher level, okay? But long term, keep in mind that Bitcoin didn't live, okay? Don't have enough longevity until now to see how it behaves in a real bear market. Because let me show you something that many people, they don't understand, okay? All right, this is S&P 500 monthly, okay? Let me show you something. S&P 500 monthly, okay? And we have like this. Guys, this is a parabolic move, 13 years parabolic move, okay? Let me be clear, 13 years parabolic move. And for those who don't know, parabolic moves, okay, they correct at least 50%, okay? And once 21 moving average is lost, there is a big chance to that parabolic move to go in a correction mode. So if we take a Fibonacci level, okay, let's say that the base was somewhere here, okay? All right, okay? 0.5, you see, it was perfectly here where it was the disputed area, okay? But parabolic moves, they go lower than, usually they stop somewhere at 0.618 on the golden pocket, and more than 60-70%, usually they go to 0.786, okay? And sometime as low as the base. All right. So if this, as you can see right now, monthly lost this diagonal support for the moment, we'll see where it will go. Okay. And it's testing 0.786 Fibonacci. Okay. If we do like a reverse, all right. Okay. It just lost it. Okay. Lost 0.786, lost the diagonal support. Okay. And so if this will go in a prolonged, okay, bear market, guys, you do the math, what it will happen with crypto and Bitcoin, okay? Never think for a moment, okay? Never think for a moment that crypto cannot go lower than 20,000, 10,000, whatever, okay? All right, so now let me give you the good news, and I will finalize the video soon. Okay, so the good news, let me take a cleaner chart. Let's see this one. Okay, all right, so let me clean this chart a little. So the good news is on higher time frames, okay, Bitcoin might, okay, might paint a falling wedge. Okay, let's do like 3 days chart. Okay, here, there you go. So we have the top, and so considering that it looks like a falling wedge, okay, let's make this black. There is a big chance, okay, now, okay, you see, we stopped at this long diagonal support for the moment, okay. I still have a feeling that we'll have a bounce from here, but anything can happen, okay, anything can happen. But let's say if this area will hold a support, we might see another retest, okay, of this black diagonal resistance, okay. So we had second test, and from here, okay, if this will play out, okay, so let's end up with some possible good news, all right. So if this will play out, usually you have few options to interpret a falling or rising wedge, and I will do some tutorials regarding this, because I saw everybody is doing like this, and then they put where it breaks, but it's not working like that. It's not working like that all the time. Most of the time there are different rules, okay, all right. But anyway, let's say if this will end up with rising wedge, falling wedge, sorry, confirmed, then we might see some nice recovery and possible bounce back, maybe here with some luck, but we'll see. Probably this black diagonal resistance will be tested, okay. Another thing, guys, I have, just very fast, I have we have a giveaway. Let me activate this. There you go. Okay, so we have this giveaway, and I will put the details in the description. So 500 USDT giveaway, and you can read in the description the details. Okay, let's go back. Yes, so for the moment, okay, we must keep an eye on this area, because I feel once we lose 28,300, then 26,600, 27,000 can be tested, like I showed you here. All right, let's see on this chart. Okay, wow, I made a mess here. All right, so yeah, practically we have a chance to test this one, like 27,080 right now. Okay, like 26,868 in this moment, if it will just drop. Okay, but for the moment, keep an eye on the dollar. Okay, because let's go to daily. Okay, as you can see on daily, okay, we have this bearish divergence. Make these ready to turn red, so we'll see. So keep an eye on this, all right. Probably it's possible to make like a false break and then come back and start to correct. In case if it's going to 107, also keep an eye to 107, okay. All right, also guys, again, if you want to join our VIP trading group, you are welcome. You will find the link in the description below. So I think this is it for today. If you like this video, I will really appreciate if you subscribe and you hit the notification button, so you will be up to date with the latest videos. And also I will try to do more live videos, so I keep you guys up to date. Okay, so until next time, trade safe, don't be greedy, and try to detach for emotions. Okay, be safe. Barbarian out.